Hi brother. I have an experience to share with you. I was a scammer for some years until my encounter some weeks ago. God showed me something about dark plans of the devil, about the ways they will eventually carry out their evil plans to scam people, and based on their plans, many will fall victims. My name is Caleb. I never planned to become a scammer. It just happened. It all started when I was desperate for money. I had lost my job, bills were piling up, and I felt like life was unfair. One day, a friend introduced me to a business opportunity. He showed me how easy it was to trick people online and take their money. At first, I hesitated. It felt wrong. But when I saw how much money he was making, I convinced myself that it wasn't that bad. The first time I scammed someone, my hands were shaking. I sent a fake message, pretending to be a bank, and a man believed me. He sent me his details, and I took his money. When I saw the money in my account, my heart pounded. I felt guilty, but also excited. It was too easy. No hard work, no stress, just quick money. After that, I couldn't stop. I learned more tricks, fake websites, lottery scams, even pretending to be someone in need. The more I scammed, the less guilty I felt. The thrill of easy money took over my heart. I bought expensive clothes, ate at fancy restaurants, and lived like a king. It was just another night, or so I thought. I had spent the whole day scamming people, making money without a second thought. That evening, I celebrated with expensive food, laughing with friends, feeling untouchable. But I had no idea that my life was about to take a turn I would never forget. As I drove home, a truck came out of nowhere. I tried to swerve, but it was too late. The impact was violent. I heard metal crushing, glass shattering, and then a deafening silence. My body felt weightless. Pain shot through me, but only for a moment. Then, darkness. I struggled to breathe. My vision blurred. My heartbeat slowed, and I realized I was dying. Panic rushed through me, but my body wouldn't move. My last breath felt heavy, like a door closing forever. And then, everything faded. I was slipping, falling into something unknown. It felt like sinking into deep water, except there was no water. Just emptiness. Darkness wrapped around me, pulling me somewhere I didn't understand. Fear gripped me, but I was powerless. The world around me was different, strange, yet terrifyingly real. A thick mist covered the ground, and the sky above was neither day nor night. There was no sun, no stars, just a heavy, endless gray. A deep silence filled the air, pressing against me like an invisible weight. I stood there, confused, when I noticed a figure approaching. He was dressed in white, his presence unlike anything I had ever felt before. There was no fear in him, no darkness, only something pure and unshakable. As he drew closer, he revealed to me that I was no longer in the world I once knew. He told me that I had been blind my entire life, chasing after things that had no real value. He revealed to me that the world I lived in was covered in deception, and that behind the everyday struggles of people, unseen forces were at work. He revealed to me that every lie I told, every scam I committed, was not just my own doing. There were those in the shadows, whispering, persuading, and pushing people like me into darkness. He revealed to me that the greed I had felt, the thrill of stealing from the innocent, had never been my own thoughts alone. The world was not what it seemed. The battle was bigger than I could have ever imagined. As soon as the man in white finished revealing the truth to me, my eyes were opened. The world around me shifted, and I found myself standing in the middle of a busy city street. People walked past me, talking, laughing, rushing to their destinations, just like any normal day. But what I saw among them made my heart freeze. Demons. They were everywhere. Some clung to people's backs, their twisted faces whispering into ears. Others walked beside them, blending into the crowds, their dark eyes filled with amusement. I saw one lean in close to a businessman, speaking something, and immediately, the man pulled out his phone and typed furiously, his face filled with greed. Another demon wrapped its long fingers around a young man's shoulders, And suddenly, his expression changed. He smirked and sent a fake email to an unsuspecting victim. I realized, with horror, that these demons were the ones persuading people to scam others. They whispered lies, twisting minds, planting ideas of easy money, of justifications for their actions. I saw it all so clearly, how people thought these thoughts were their own, never realizing that something dark had nudged them toward deception. I watched as a struggling father hesitated before clicking a fraudulent loan offer. A demon grinned beside him, whispering doubts, making him believe that this was his only way out. Another man, desperate for quick wealth, took a call from a scammer without knowing that a demon was right beside the scammer, fueling his lies. And then it hit me, this was exactly how I had fallen. The thoughts that once seemed like my own, the justifications I made, the rush I felt from every successful scam, it had all been influenced. I had played right into their hands. I stood there, watching the demons move among people, whispering, deceiving, leading them into traps they couldn't even see. It was terrifying to witness, yet familiar. Too familiar. Then, like a wave crashing over me, I saw my own past unfold before my eyes. I had thought scamming was my own choice, my own cleverness. But now I saw the truth, I had been lured in. The first time I even considered scamming, a voice in my mind had whispered, "It's not that bad. You're just taking from people who have more than you." Another time, when I had doubts, a thought came, "If you don't do it, someone else will." I never questioned where these thoughts came from. I had simply believed them. Now I saw the demons that had been beside me all along, whispering, laughing as I believed their lies. They had convinced me that money was everything, that guilt was weakness, that I was in control. But I had never been in control. I had been a puppet and I never even knew it. The world around me shifted again. The streets, the people, the demons, they all faded like mist in the wind. A cold, suffocating darkness wrapped around me, pulling me into a place I had never seen before. I found myself standing in a massive hall, stretching far beyond what my eyes could see. The air was thick, heavy, filled with an unnatural presence. At the center of the hall, a gathering of dark figures stood in a circle. These were not like the demons I had seen before, lurking in the streets. These were greater, more terrifying, commanders of deception. They spoke in voices that sent chills through me. They weren't whispering now. They were planning, plotting, revealing their next steps to keep the world blind, to lead more people into destruction. I listened, my heart pounding as they laid out their strategies for 2025. One of the demons revealed how they would increase people's hunger for money like never before. He explained that they would create a stronger desire for wealth, making people believe that success is measured only by riches. Social media, advertisements, and influencers would push this idea, making people desperate to have more, no matter the cost. He revealed that when people become obsessed with money, they become easier to manipulate, more willing to deceive others, and quicker to justify scamming the innocent. Another demon stepped forward and revealed how they would blur the lines between truth and deception. He explained that they would fill the world with half-truths, making scams look like real opportunities. He revealed that people would no longer know who to trust. Fake news, manipulated videos, and AI-generated lies would flood the internet. He declared that even the most honest people would fall because they would no longer be able to tell what was real and what was fake. A third demon laughed as he revealed their plan to make people more accepting of fraud. He explained that they would use influencers, celebrities, and even respected businessmen to make scamming seem normal. He revealed that people would begin to see fraud as a clever way to survive, rather than a crime. He declared that more companies and organizations would secretly engage in deception, and soon, the world would no longer care about honesty. The last demon, larger and more sinister than the rest, revealed their final and greatest strategy. He explained that they would keep people so busy, so distracted, that they would never stop to see what was really happening. He revealed that entertainment, endless scrolling, and constant noise would fill people's lives, leaving no room for reflection. He declared that as long as people stayed entertained and distracted, they would never seek the truth, never open their eyes to the battle happening around them. One of the demons revealed that their first strategy was to increase greed and desperation among people. He explained that they would make people believe that their worth was measured by how much money they had. They would push luxury, success, and wealth as the only goals worth chasing. They would use social media to flood people's minds with images of riches, fast cars, expensive houses, designer clothes, making them feel like they were failures if they didn't have the same. The demon revealed that desperation would be their greatest weapon. When people feel like they are falling behind, they become willing to do anything, even deceive others, to get ahead. I realized this was exactly what had happened to me. I had wanted more. I had felt desperate. And in my desperation, I had fallen into the trap of scamming others. Another demon stepped forward and revealed the second strategy, confusion. He explained that they would twist truth into lies so that people would no longer know what to believe. Fake businesses, false promises, manipulated news, and AI-generated deception would become so common that people wouldn't be able to tell what was real and what was a scam. He revealed that even those who thought they were smart would fall. Many would be convinced they were making wise financial decisions, only to realize too late that they had been deceived. This demon declared that their goal was to make lies look like truth and truth look like lies, so people would stop trusting anything. I shuddered. This was why scams worked so well. People believed in things that weren't real, and by the time they figured it out, it was too late. The third demon, with a wicked grin, revealed that they would make scamming look acceptable. He explained that fraud would no longer be seen as a crime, but as a skill. More people would start to see deception as a way to survive, a way to be smart in a tough world. He revealed that even respected individuals, businessmen, celebrities, and influencers would secretly engage in scams, showing the world that lying and stealing were just part of success. They would spread the idea that everyone does it, so people would stop feeling guilty about fraud. I felt sick. I had told myself those same lies when I started scamming. I had believed I was just playing the game like everyone else. But now I saw the truth. I had been tricked into becoming part of something much bigger than I had ever imagined. The final demon, larger and more powerful than the rest, stepped forward and revealed their most dangerous strategy, distraction. He explained that as long as people were busy, entertained, and addicted to useless things, they would never have time to see what was happening. They would flood the world with endless content, movies, music, social media, news, and gossip, to keep people's minds occupied. Instead of thinking deeply or seeking truth, people would spend their time scrolling, laughing, and chasing things that didn't matter. He revealed that when people are too distracted, they don't ask questions. They don't stop to think about the bigger picture. They don't search for truth. And that was exactly what the demons wanted, to keep the world blind. I wanted to scream. I had wasted so much of my life chasing meaningless things, never realizing I was being kept blind on purpose. Everything around me began to tremble. The hall of darkness, the demons, their wicked plans, it all started fading. A force stronger than anything I had ever felt pulled me backward, away from the nightmare, away from the realm beyond. It was like being yanked out of deep water after drowning for too long. Suddenly I gasped. Air rushed into my lungs. My chest burned. A sharp pain shot through my body. I heard muffled voices, the beeping of machines, the rustling of fabric. My eyes fluttered open, blinded by bright hospital lights. I was alive. People need to be very careful cause the devil is working tirelessly to destroy life in 2025. Alright friends. This brings us to the end of today's experience. Kindly like and share this video with your friends and families. Kindly subscribe to our channel and turn on your notification bell icon to be the first to get updated anytime we upload a new experience sent to us. Remain blessed.